Thank you all very much for stopping by for episode number 2 of Maple Magic with me, Chuck. For episode number 2, we are going to take a look at Kobe Bryant and the Los Angeles Lakers from way back in 2007 when they were taking on the Seattle SuperSonics. Yeah, the Sonics were still around, that's how you know it was way back then. Now, just looking at this play in live time, it won't seem that complicated because Kobe drives in, gets a really easy layup, there we go. But if you break it down, there are a few things that happen that make it just a little more complicated than what you might see because you watched it just right through live. We see Kobe coming up the left side of the floor. As the defense settles in, Ronnie Turioff looking for a pass. Kobe doesn't give it to him. Sets a pick. Kobe drives, gets cuts off, kicks it to Odom, moves it to Farmar. Skip past to Turioff, back to Kobe. Kobe drives in, gets the nice layup. So now let's rewind and see how exactly Kobe got that layup. To the beginning, Kobe coming up the left side of the floor. Turioff wants the ball, doesn't get it. So it goes, sets a pick for Kobe. Kobe comes off the pick. You see a good job of the Seattle SuperSonics of building a wall and completely cutting Kobe off from the basket. He has nowhere to go, can't drive, terrible shot because Rashard Lewis is guarding him, who's 6'9", 6'10", long, not a great defender, but long enough to contest the shot. So what Kobe does is he kicks it out to Lamar Odom, and Lamar Odom kicks it over to Jordan Farmar. Brian Cook being fronted by the defender with Ronnie Turioff's man in help side position. So if Jordan Farmar wants to try to throw the ball over the top, then Ronnie Turioff's man would come over to help out because there's nobody between him and the basket. Jordan Farmar does a nice semi-pump fake, kind of, but it's just enough for Ronnie Turioff's man to come over and help on Brian Cook. At this point, Jordan Farmar launches a skip pass across the court to Ronnie Turioff. Now, it seems obvious, but it's called a skip pass because instead of passing the ball around the perimeter from Odom to Kobe to Turioff, he's just skipping it all the way across the court. Now, when he does this, Kobe Bryant's man is in help position, so he has to drop down on Turioff to help to not give up a wide open layup. Pass across the court. Rashard Lewis, Kobe's man, helps a little bit, just enough for Turioff's man to recover, but this does get Rashard Lewis on the move. So, when he comes back to Kobe, he's already in not great defensive position, which allows Kobe to attack. Now, Lamar Odom's man should have stepped in and helped and walled off like they did earlier, but Kobe just drives right past them through the middle of the lane and does a nice, beautiful layup. For episode number 2 of Maple Magic, Kobe used a skip pass to get a beautiful layup off nice ball movement from the Lakers. Hope some of you learned something from this. Please like, share, subscribe, all that stuff, and drop down in the comments with anything that you want me to do in a future video or any sort of critique that you can give me. Thank you guys very, very much. I do appreciate it, and have a great day. See you next time.